I just want to say before we start, if I sound a little, incoherent, sinus or anything, I've just been sick the past few days, so I hope that doesn't interfere with my walkthrough. Alright, here's the NES mods walkthrough on Hexpose. First off, I just gotta say, it's my favorite hex editor, so I might be a little biased on this one. But, I mean, there's just a few things I find fault with. Everything else, I just love this. I mean, this is the hex editor I started with, so, like I said, I might be a little biased. But one of the few things that I can honestly say, might throw people off, and I just can't say I don't really care about it because I'm so used to it, but I don't find it a problem, is the file selection. It uses kind of archaic system that's pretty old school. I guess that's the only way I know to describe it. You have to go around selecting things. It can be a hassle, but you can get around all of it just by putting all your files you're going to use at a time in the same directory as Hexpose. So you just select that. And one of the thing I have to say is it's all using pretty much keys and everything. You don't use your mouse, and some people just don't like that. I don't find it that much of a problem. But continuing. Basically, to access the menu, you just press escape, and you can scroll over to the different menu selections by pressing the left or right arrow keys on your keyboard, up and down to access the commands within the little menu drop-down segments. First off, when you default open something, you can drag and drop, but I've found it to be a little buggy when you do that, and some things don't work right. But once you do that, you can always go back and open things in there, and it's got a pretty standard layout. It's got open, save, dump. You can dump certain segments out of like the hex code out in like a .text file or something. You can insert new code, exit. And then we got tables. With the tables, it's just the code. You get the code, and the table is how it's displayed in the right side. It's just different things that the hex numbers can represent. It's got two standard tables, ANSI and ASCII table, and you have the option to load your own table. It comes really in handy, especially with NES modding. As you go over, you go to edit, and that allows you to go to any offset. You just type in the value of the offset you want to go to. Right here is just an example offset. And you can find the value of the offset right here. As you move over, it changes a little bit based on what the number you have highlighted. That's that. And then as you go over, you get to search, and this is another key feature. If all hex editors have it, but I think that Hexpose one will be above and beyond with this one. It's got text, so you can search the right-hand column for any kind of text that you have. Hex that searches the hex code. Relative will find things that are basically when it finds things, it'll kind of basically generate a table on its own based on what you have typed in. And after you have something, you have the option to go over to tables and save the table that it's created. And you can just go to again to search whatever you last searched for if you have to do multiple things. And finally, it just has the little help part. It has a list of commands and a little about thing. I've got to say, yeah, that's about it. One other thing that a lot of people might not really think of is if you go over to the left-hand column, click on the icon, there's some things you can do. If you go to properties, you can basically choose how big you want everything to be. You can just customize it out so it fits your liking. Yeah, you can change everything, colors in there. You can change the size, where it is. You can even change like the font it uses. It's pretty versatile in what you can do. That's about it.